Welcome to Brainstorm MTG. I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect Double Speed Magic: The Gathering from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Mass. Here we have, I'm actually playing Burn in this matchup versus Matt on a Eureka build, a very spicy list that is kind of testing how good Eureka is compared to Sneak Attack. Let's see how this goes as Goblin Guide gets in some early beats on turn 1 and is now supported on turn 2 with another Goblin Guide. And Eureka on top of the library. Riftbolt being suspended and the race is on. If Matt can get to 4 mana, this could be very bad. His creature is almost certainly going to be better than these 2/2 Goblin Guides. From 11 life. Sending. Spell Pierce is on top. Matt resolving the first Goblin Guide trigger. And the second one shows a Lotus Petal, now down to just 3 life after the Lava Spike, and suspending a Riftbolt. So unable to cast the Riftbolt, but next turn that's going to go off during the upkeep. That could be a very real problem here. At 3 life, he's going to need an answer to that and the Goblin Guides. Is Eureka going to be enough? Looks like a Show and Tell and a Cunning Wish in hand. He is thinking it over here. Let's see if we can glimpse any more of the cards in his hand. Just hiding the video here, hoping to pick up some possibilities here. No, he doesn't have it. So, not enough. The mulligan not kind to Matt there. Burn showing some consistency. I will probably be looking a little more seriously at this Burn list. That's actually all I had that was 100% ready to go. At the start of the tournament, we had an odd number of players and a small enough crowd that I could actually play in this event, so I picked up Burn and hopped in. This is actually the finals of the event, and it does get me thinking. It may make some sense to update this list, take a look, see what type of new technology could be of use for this deck, which honestly, with all of the control running around, may not be unreasonable. Burn very often thought of as a beginner deck or kind of an entry-level deck, not really a real contender, but depending on the meta, it can be amongst, the more playable decks in the format. Even as a mono-red contraption. Of course, splashing gives you an incredible amount of variety. Splashes with almost any color can add just quite a bit of depth. But the mono red builds over the years have kind of been the most consistent. Fire Blast, a really powerful card, as is Price of Progress. I would say Price of Progress is the type of card that definitely gets worse the stronger your opponent. Very skilled players are able to navigate the trade-offs in between fetching non-basics and basics in this matchup more accurately than the weaker players. Oh, and a turn 1 Show and Tell. This is no bueno. An Omniscience versus a Pyrostatic Pillar. Alright, well, Pillar at least prevents a Grape Shot or a Release the Ants kill. So we've got Brainstorm into Cunning Wish. Cunning Wish now. Pillar doing some work. Oh, but he's got Eladmari's Call. He's able to go get Emrakul and cast it off of this Omniscience. He's going to get an extra turn. Swing. annihilate that enchantment. 12 life to go. Not looking great. Monastery Swiftspear just going to swing in there. And Emrakul turns sideways, clears the board and the life total. So now Matt squares it up 1 game apiece, showing some incredible raw power there on the play. That game might have actually been different on the draw. There was Fire Blast in hand. So very interesting. Would have been potentially a lot more damage if Fire Blast was ever unlocked, along with an extra 2 mana over the course of the game. We'll see how this game goes. Got to feel like Burn a little bit of an underdog here versus this brew that Matt's put together, but this mulligan, a good sign. That game 1 was won against a mulligan. Trying out some new audio settings and video settings here. Hopefully the cards, everything a little bit clearer for you guys. Hopefully the audio sounds a little bit better. Always trying to improve here on the channel. Kind of figuring it out as we go. We've got a mountain into a goblin guide. That's actually going to get Force of Will pitching Cunning Wish. Basic Island into Preordain. And I believe there's a Show and Tell right at the front of that hand. So a very dangerous card. Fetching in now Eidolon of the Great Revels. Basic Forest. The equivalent of the basic mountain. And Lava Spike. So 7 damage coming in there. Show and Tell is going to be going to 9. Oh, it actually missed the trigger there. Oh, it looks like that should have been put in off of the Show and Tell. Sulfuric Vortex, that's going to prevent players gaining life. That really hurts Gristlebrand here. Two damage to him during his upkeep. Down to just 4. And then 2 from the Vortex. Can't really do any more damage. Playing a spell will be lethal due to the triggers from Eidolon. Needs to be Fire Blast. Fire Blast would do it. Sulfuric Vortex would do 2 damage during the upkeep. And no, it's just a Lightning Bolt. Trigger ends it right there. So Matt taking it down with this really creative new brew. A new take on Show and Tell. That is all for this one, but don't worry, there is a lot more. You can check out our older videos, and we're always putting out new videos from ELD's Time Vault Games in Bellingham, Massachusetts. If you want to help the channel, of course, you can like, subscribe, share, tap that notification bell so you can know the next time our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.